Oh, I'm from Azarin.
So, I see you found my brother.
Flare?
Nice to see you too, goofball.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart like sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displays by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace, you flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
Flare, it's so nice seeing you again. You too, Lucky? Not running into much trouble, I hope?
Nothing I can't handle.
That's good. Have you been, Flare? Taking on any challenging contracts lately?
I've been good. And yes, actually. A few days ago I had to deal with a nasty beholder. Let's say things didn't go eye to eye between us.
Seriously.
That's awesome! So, You and Nathaniel are siblings, huh? What was the whole deal of him going missing?
Yep, he left the academy a year before you attended. Sorry I never told you about him.
Oh, no worries.
So, after battling the Beholder, I traveled back to Azerin, only to be informed by the Marshal that my older brother was taken. I got myself a few leads to track him, and ended up in Fordingham.
But I'm okay now, sis. And it's all thanks to you guys. Thank you again, by the way.
It was the least we could do. Now, Connor, I believe it's time for you to explain how you came across this legendary sword, Frigid Finis?
Okay, look, I was going to tell you sooner or later, but I needed to protect you. It was given to me by my father.
Your father? I thought he disappeared a long time ago.
He did. But before he disappeared, he left me a note explaining everything I needed to know about legendaries.
Well, what do you know?
Legendary swords hold immense power, bearing ancient crystals found deep in the caves of Nock, back when magic still existed across the land. Some say they were forged by the very first monster hunters of Flahara. Instead of destroying the monsters, they used the power of these swords to control them, causing monsters to bend over to their will. It was peaceful, until one of the hunters fell into a deep despair and craved more power, causing a war. Splitting Flahara into 4 factions: Scarlet, Thunderlos, Deltris, and Azerin. The 4 swords were hidden away, never to be seen until apparently Arthas somehow ended up with one, the legendary Earth Sword, Skein Ver, and my father, the legendary Ice Sword, Frigid Finis.
And now we have 2 legendary swords.
Well, the truth is, well, the sword I have is a fake.
What?
A fake? You fought Arthas using a false sword?
I couldn't risk bringing the real one to Fordingham. It was too dangerous.
Then where's the real sword?
Hidden away in the Avian Islands.
The Avian Islands? I've heard of them before. Scary place. How did you manage to get it stored there?
I didn't. It's always been there, locked away by my father, waiting for me to claim it or not. He gave me a map on where to find Frigid Finis, but getting there is going to be difficult.
So now what?
I need to retrieve the real Frigid Finis from the Avian Islands and take it to Azerin, where it'll be safe from the dark forces.
And how do you expect us to get there?
Well, Stormwall Port.
Make sure all the Sabatone ore is placed in the right pile, you miserable piece of poop! Go! Sheesh, and they say orcs do a bad job.
Wanna try our exotic bananas? They just arrived from the Exmoor jungles. Only 5 alkins apiece.
Ooh! Can I have 5, please? Oh, and is there a hunter's discount?
So, this is Stormwall Port?
They use this port to transfer Sabatone ore from Thunderlos to Deltris. Some people call them storm rocks because of the high concentrated energy they produce. Hence the name.
Thank you for the info I never asked for.
Well, maybe you could use a lesson or 2.
Ooh! They have badberry cakes!
Don't worry, Flare. I'll watch him.
You guys are free to look around while I go talk to a contact I know. He's gonna help us get to the Avian Islands. Slade, come with me.
Me? Alright.
So, heard you guys are headed to the Avian Islands. Pretty dangerous place if I do say so myself.
Eavesdrop much?
Don't need to. It's obvious that you're looking for Captain Ryan.
I know where he is. Thank you. I don't need scum like you telling me where to go. Now mind your own business.
I'd be more careful hanging around your friend here. Never know what kind of trouble you might be getting into.
Don't you dare touch him!
Connor!
That's enough! Terribly sorry about those two. They can rather be quite expressive.
Consider themselves lucky I didn't bash their skulls in. It's good to see you, Ryan.
Connor? Who is this?
Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Captain Ryan, airship captain of the Flying Atlas. These two are Sky and Dante. They're part of my crew.
Sup.
And you must be Slade. Connor has told me quite a lot about you.
Nice to meet you, Captain Ryan. When did you and Connor meet exactly?
We met while I was working on a contract here in Stormwall. Involved some nasty kobolds infesting his ship. God, those things smelled.
Very nasty indeed. I told Connor if he ever needed a ride on my airship, I would gladly take him where he needed to go. I'm assuming that's what you came here for, correct?
Yeah. We need to go to the Avian Islands.
The Avian Islands? What business do you have with the Avian Islands?
I'd rather not say it here in public, thank you very much.
Very well. Let us discuss it inside.
Slade, go gather the others while I speak to Captain Ryan, alright?
Right.
Seems your friend is more of a nuisance than I thought.
Connor was just looking out for me. You didn't have to throw him up against a wall.
And he didn't have to get in the way of what I find interesting. See you later.
Hey guys, Connor told me to gather everyone up.
What happened? We heard some stuff going on.
Just a couple of hotheads. Nothing too bad. But Connor and I met up with this airship captain. He's discussing some details with him at the moment.
All right, I shall take you to the Avian Islands, but only on one condition. Only 4 of you can go.
Only 4? You can't take all of us?
These are troubled times, my red-eyed audacious friend. And frankly, my airship can only carry so many. So yes, only 4.
He seems interesting.
Here she is, the Flying Atlas, the most stable airship in all of Flahara. Been on plenty of adventures with this beauty, from the Zamor jungles to the treacherous marshes of Scarlet.
It can't be that stable if it can only carry 4 of us.
Captain, you're back. Ow.
Ah, just in time. Everyone, I'd like you to meet Cinder, my very own Kahati assistant.
It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Interesting. It's been quite some time since I've seen a fox-type Kahadi. Are you from the Stalk colony?
The what? Indeed I am. Captain Ryan here raised me when I was just a small kid.
Yes, Cinder and I have been through thick and thin. Now then, I will leave you bunched to decide who will be staying and who shall be going.
Thank you, Captain Ryan. Well, I say only Connor and I should go. I don't want to put any of you in danger.
Are you kidding? Slade, we just reunited, and now you think that you get to go on this crazy adventure without me? I'm going with you.
But...
No buts. Lucky and I are going, and that's final.
I don't get a say in this, do I?
Nope.
Don't worry, big brother. We'll be fine. Probably take on a few contracts while we're at it.
Yeah, the money would be nice.
Now you try to not get captured by any bandits while I'm gone, alright?
I'll certainly be more aware next time. Be careful, sis.
Make sure Clutch doesn't run into trouble, alright?
If the bloke would care to listen to me.
What?
Well, guys, I think it's time to tell Captain Ryan that we finally made a choice. Let's go.
Alright, boys, let's get those gears turning and fires burning. I want to get back to Stormwall before dawn.
You okay?
I just hope this plan of yours works, Connor. Do you really want to retrieve Frigid Finis at the Avian Islands?
Slade, these swords can't be in the hands of any other faction in Flahara. It's far too dangerous, and will be in better hands with the Azirian Empire.
Is that what the king told you to do? Grab the sword and make Azrin have too much power? Connor, we're hunters, not delivery boys.
It's something my father asked me to do, and I'm sure you'll understand in time.
Sky, right? So how far is the Avian Islands exactly?
Why don't you ask your overprotective friend?
Him and I aren't on the best of terms at the moment.
The Blue Armor fellows said it's north from Thunderlos, but no one's been to the Avian Islands in decades.
Decades? How come?
Some say there's evil that roams around the skies of the Avian Islands, protecting what seems like endless riches.
Endless riches? But those are just stories, right?
Sure hope so. I'm not a bad guy, you know.
You sure seemed like one.
Every person has a story. Don't judge people before you know them. The truth might surprise you.
And what's your story? Kicking bystanders through walls?
Wouldn't you like to know? But in all seriousness, let's just say everything I do reflects on my past.
What's that supposed to mean? What's happening?
Apparently, we've hit avian territory!
Avian territory?
We're almost there.
What was that?
Stay close to me, Lucky.
Remember when I told you I said evil terrorizes these skies?
Yeah?
I forgot to mention. These skies belong to the Krakens.